Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Today what I'm going to do is going to be a little short video of how I tune Sunshine. I get questions all the time, everywhere we go, whether we're at the track, whether we're at a car show, whether we're cruising on a Saturday night. Everybody's always asking, is it hard to tune a blow-through carburetor? What box do you use? What fuel do you use? What regulator do you use? You know, all the questions, so on and so on. So what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of a rundown of it and show you what my tune is, how I tune it. I'm going to show you what it takes for me to get this thing down the track. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, as you see here, I am using the A1000 carbureted bypass regulator, which is what you're going to have if you want to run a blow-through carburetor to be able to boost reference it. This is a carb shop built Holley 750 carburetor. Sent it off to them. They did everything. I've got it set to run for 25 to 30 pounds of boost. We've seen 27 pounds on it before. So it's good. My air fuels are right around 10.2 to 10.9 when I'm wide open throttle on 22 pounds of boost. So it's perfect. Again, guys, these are eBay turbos. I know people keep commenting and saying, no, they're not. That looks like a set of precision, this and that. If I can get down in here close enough, I don't know if you can see it, but it says EM USA right on the side of it. They are a GT35 eBay turbo, I promise you. I run an A1000 pump. Which we're kind of getting to the limits of that because it's rated under boost pressure to about 12 to 1300 horsepower, so we're teetering on having to move up. Right now it's fine. Like I said, air fuels are fine, fuel pressures are fine, everything referencing's okay, but we're getting about that threshold where I'm probably about to get to the point I'm going to have to upgrade. But when that point comes, we'll do that and we'll step up. All right, guys, here we go. I've got the computer set up right now. You can take a look at it. As you can see right here, this is my opening screen. This is my timing table as I go over here to the engine speed. As you can see, I started off at 15 meters timing. As soon as it sees 500 RPM, I'm at 36. Remember, this is a blow-through carburetor, not fuel injected. So yes, I'm running at 36 degrees timing all the way across the board. Whether I'm cruising around, pump gas, race fuel, it doesn't matter. It's at 36 degrees. Now, if you come over here to the map setting, you'll see I've got all my Kpa settings over here. Best way to do this, I mean, you can sit there and do all the calculations as far as the add this plus take away 14.7 atmospheric pressure and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. Easiest way is to go over to Holley's website and download their Kpa chart. It's a whole lot easier. Just take a screenshot of it. That's what I do on my phone. So when you come over here, I'm all the way up to 7 pounds, which is 150 Kpa, 151. I don't take out any time until I get to there. I take out 3 degrees there. At 10 pounds, I take out 4. I think 205 is 12. I take out 6, and then so on and so on. And at 21, I'm taking out 9 degrees. So at 9 degrees, I'm at 27 degrees timing. I know that sounds like a lot, but when we take this to the track, I am on 116 race fuel, and I have 3 nozzles of methanol blowing into this. I have one 650 millimeter that is right in front of the hat, and then I've got one 175 milliliter in front of each turbo. So I've got lots of insurance there, and I get comments all the time, well, that's great as long as you don't have a hiccup. Well, that's any car you run. If you have a hiccup, you're going to have a hiccup, whether I'm running methanol or not. So do I tune the car to run with methanol? Well, of course I do. Just like everybody else, they tune their car to set on kill when they run. If something happens catastrophic, it's going to happen no matter what. So I don't even get concerned with all that. With that being said, the downfall and the rant of this is that it's only at 21 pounds of pressure. That's all this box will go to. I run the 6014 MSD LS1 box. The bad thing about that box is if you're going to run more boost pressure than 21 pounds of boost, at that setting, at 251 Kpa or 21 pounds of boost, you've got to have whatever timing you're going to have it in there at that point. So if you plan on running 25 pounds of pressure, at 21, if I'm taking out 9, well, at 25 pounds of pressure, I'm still going to only be taking out 9. Now, between 21 and 25 is not a big jump. I don't get too concerned in there with trying to ramp up, or worried about it falling on its face at 21, trying to reach a 25-pound boost pressure timing set. Now, if you're going to run higher than that, like 28, 30, somewhere around in there, I'd recommend getting a different box. I wouldn't use this because you're going to have to set that timing at 21 pounds. And that timing at 21 versus the timing at 30 is going to be a big jump difference. More than likely at 21 pounds, the car is going to fall on its face and start blowing the spark out, and you're going to start thinking something's wrong with the car. You're going to get irritated and frustrated, and it's just going to be for a bad day for you. So if you're going to go higher than, I'd say, 26 pounds of boost, I'd probably look into getting a different box and not going with the MSD 6014. For whatever reason, they put that thing at 21 pounds and put a 2-bar map sensor in it. I guess they were having a shortage on map sensors or something, who knows, or they're just trying to force you and marketing to push you up to the grid. I get it. With that being said, the data acquisitions on this too, and I'll show you on the chart here, on the data acquisitions, they're not very detailed. I thought they could do a little better job with this. If I apply this here, and you watch it, this is probably the last run that I had on it. I haven't even looked at it yet, so you're going to see it live with me. The detail on it's just horrible. I mean, it really is. It gives you an idea of what you're looking at, but you can see here, and I'll overlay my timing on it, and I'll overlay my map sensor on it. I like to do the overlay like that. Let's zoom in just a little bit. And of course, there's the 2-step mark and all that. To me, it's just kind of, you know, when you're looking at engine RPM, say we look at engine RPM here. Okay, we're at 4,000, and then all of a sudden it's, for whatever reason, reading backwards. Nice. Yeah, this isn't correct. There we go. We're over here. Like here, you got 6 to 7,000. So my shift points, you can see on here, somewhere about 62, 63. You can see here, about 65, but there's no, it's just very low detailed. I mean, between 6,000 and 7,000, come on MSD, you couldn't put a 61 or a 6,200 or 6,300, something like that. It's the same when you come over here to your boost tables. If I come down here to the map sensor and you look at it, it's 200 kPa and then it jumps all the way to 300 kPa. So I know I'm at 21 because it maxes out there. That's why there's this line like this right here. But my goodness, 200 to 300 kPa is a huge jump in boost pressure to not know precisely what you're running or what your max was. That's just kind of irritating. If you're running over 21 pounds of boost, it's not going to make that much of a difference to you because it's going to stop at 21 reading anyway, and that's all you're going to get out of it. That's all you're going to see as far as timing and all that. It's just going to stop. So, but anything below that, it's a little lackluster in that. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So, I mean, that's my rant. That's my rant when it comes to that. Other than that, that's my, I mean, well, let me get over here and show you my settings. I'm at a 7,200 RPM rev limiter, and I launch it at 4,000. That's what I've got the trans brake set to. Guys, that's what I run. It's nothing special. I wouldn't say take this and implement it on what you've got, but it gives you kind of a run through. Well, let me show you one more thing on here too, just because a lot of people ask me on this. If you look at this right here, anything this direction, 100 and below, you're into vacuum. Anything 100 and above, you're into boost. Anything down here in this quadrant, you're taking out timing. Anything in this quadrant, you're adding timing. Keep that in mind when you're tuning on this, just for the simple fact that I've made the mistake. When you're putting your numbers down here, make sure you put a minus in front of it so it plots it. I usually go over here to this line right here. I put my boost in that right there, the point I want this little plot to be at. I do it over here and just type in the number and hit enter and make sure you have that minus, and it will automatically plot it over here in this side section for you. So with that being said, guys, that's my tune. That's how I do it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I'm sure there's more features in this box and tuning abilities of what you can do and how this box would actually work. I learn the least amount of possible I need to know to go fast, not to confuse myself. Most racers are probably the same way. You're going to learn what you learned, you're going to learn what you learned good, and you're going to run with it. This works for me. This tuning setup works for me. The way I tune this thing works for me, and I mean, we're boogieing on down the track. We're moving pretty good. I mean, for a set of eBear turbos and pretty much a stock motor as in the cam and intake, you know, some nice parts inside, it's a very affordable build, and we're going pretty quick with it. So hope y'all enjoyed that, guys. Just a little short video on how I tune the car, give you an idea of what we're working with. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, leave a like if you like what you saw, hit that bell so you don't miss a video, and we will catch you on the next one, guys.